Hey, really welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So today was day 2 of rehearsals, where we had the second half of the semi-final 1 doing their first rehearsal. As I said in my kind of day 1 summary, having an online press pass doesn't really give me much advantage in regards to seeing more than you guys see, other than the fact we get to partake in the meet and greets, the press centre, which a lot of people are saying looks dead because there's no physical press there, but we have an opportunity to ask questions. One of my questions got read out today, which I was quite happy about. So it was in the Denmark with REDDI. I asked them about their experience of Madrid. I basically said, which was true, when they performed in Madrid, the audience loved it, and what was their response to that. So there we go. My existence on the online press centre world has some sort of value now. I was supposed to have just finished an interview with City Zeni from Latvia, but bless them, I think they're busy. No, I say that with love. Edgar's, who's head of their press, has been in contact with me today, and we've been talking. That interview is going to be horrendous because I've been told to ask unconventional questions. So I had my questions here, so I'm just going to rip them up. I've been Googling questions that are unconventional. My number 1 at the moment is, if you find a penguin in a freezer, what do you do with it? Any suggestions for any better questions than that? No, I have some other ones. So we are rescheduling that probably for tomorrow. Anyway, regardless of that, so I've been very fortunate. I've had 2 other acts confirm interviews with me. That I obviously have to fit around my job. My availability is very restricted. So I'm very lucky that those 2 people can fit around me, really. So today was the second half, and obviously a lot of the big hitters were in this second half. A lot of people were quite excited to see what we could gather from these TikTok videos. Now, first of all, it seems like today the TikTok videos came out a lot quicker than yesterday. So I think they've really gone and reflected on some of the feedback that they received yesterday. Moreover, I don't know if it's just me, but I would say that we saw a lot more of the performances in these TikTok videos. They were longer, we saw more of the stage, which kind of makes me feel bad for the yesterday performances, because as a result they are at a slight disadvantage at this stage in regards to PR. So we started off with Portugal. We saw at the beginning them obviously doing their sound check. Harmonies looked lovely. I watched MARO in the press centre, and she was basically saying that it's going to be very intimate, the camera angles, and you can see that from the small video. They're there in a circle, they're all looking into each other, and you can see the camera obviously in the middle. Hopefully it's not going to be a Michael Rice moment. It's bigger than us, where they were in a circle and that was a hot mess. I'm sure they know what they're doing. MARO seemed lovely, by the way, in her meet and greet. Really, really nice lady. And then we went to Croatia. Antonio, who comments on my videos, likes to inform me a lot about what's happening with Croatia, and he did kind of tell me a few sneaky things that we might expect, so I wasn't totally surprised. She has the guitar, but luckily she does drop the guitar at some point. I'm already seeing on Twitter a lot of kind of love and hate over the dress. The dress, for some people, just doesn't fit the theme of the song. I can kind of get on board with that kind of comment. I am a little bit worried about the dancers, and I'll tell you why, for 2 reasons. Number 1, there's a story apparently. It is a lady in love with, like, a love triangle. Do you remember, was it Mihai from Romania? Torneo, when was that? 2006. Do you remember there was dancers there and there was a story and no one got it? So hopefully this choreography is done in a way that we actually get it. And I saw this really awkward moment where she looked over to her dancers. Some people would say that the bonus of having the dancer at Dora, the national final, was the chemistry between the 2 of them. I'm hoping that the chemistry between Mia and the dancers is there, because what we saw, I mean, again, you need to take these with a pinch of salt. To what extent we actually get much from these is questionable, right? Austria. I didn't realise Lumix is from Milan, the DJ. I watched his meet and greet today and he said he was from Milan. I was like, oh, okay, as am I. Yeah, they did say in the meet and greet, well, there was someone asked them about their performance today, like improvements and stuff, and they evidently said that there were things that didn't go right today, but they couldn't say anything more of that because they didn't want to give too much away of the staging. We didn't see any dancers. I'm sure huge Eurovision fans who go to the deep parts of the internet will tell me that there are dancers. I didn't see them. I am a little bit concerned what I saw in regards to they are encircled in this circular thing, which worries me slightly about it maybe being a bit static, but I'm sure maybe it will lift and the dancers come out. Like I said, you just have to take what you can from this. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't see dancers, but there might be dancers. So we will have to wait. I am a little bit worried about that shot with them in that circle. I am a bit worried that that's going to come across quite static. Iceland, I am falling in love with this song now. And when I did my top 40, like I had to really defend myself in the comments and basically say, you know, our top 40, our favourites are fluid. They change day in, day out. I was listening to this song on the sofa the other day when I wasn't feeling very good. And I just kept repeating it. I had my headphones in. I'm really gelling with this song now, and they were so amazing in their interview. They're huge LGBTQI plus allies. They're unapologetic about it, and you know they are using this platform to talk about lots of things, including things like Ukraine. I really love this band. I love Systur. The staging, from what we could see, looked awesome. I will say there was a camera shot and we looked up at them, but again, you know, we're not actually seeing the camera shots, right? But I really would like Iceland to qualify, but I know for them to qualify others I like, you know, it is what it is. Greece. Now, this is where I feel the songs today had an advantage over the songs yesterday. We heard more of a live vocal. So it started off with Amanda doing a sound check. She sounded on point. And then we actually heard the vocal on stage and she sounded on point. Vocally, she sounded strong. I really liked the colour scheme, the blues. We're not seeing a lot of props on stage from the songs that we've seen so far, but she's got some chairs. They were very hush about those chairs in the meet and greet. I think, yeah, there's more going on with those chairs, which is quite exciting. She came across really well in the meet and greet. She seems really lovely. Yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised when I saw this TikTok video because everything looks good from what I can see. Norway, there's not really much I can say about it in regards to, obviously, the visuals are the same that what we've seen previously. And there wasn't really much of a giveaway. Other than pyro, I'm quite used to, particularly in the first rehearsals, them not using the pyro because, I guess, to save money. Every time you shoot off a pyro, it costs money, but they're actually utilising the pyro straight away. So a few of the acts today that I saw had pyro. They've got pyro, and that always goes a long way, right? And then Armenia. See, there's been a lot of talk about Armenia over the last 24 hours, particularly in regards to the malfunctioning staging. Apparently Armenia was one of the acts that was most hit by this. Again, I still haven't got clarification about what's true and what's not true about this. But if it has malfunctioned, I'm kind of going with the fact that delegations were told prior. Tamar, whoever is head of the visuals, did come out and say, I did see yesterday, that they had noticed and they basically had 24, 48 hours to change certain things because they were relying on the visual element of this sun that's no longer working. It looks like obviously it's set in a bedroom, right? She looks beautiful. Obviously, I saw her in Madrid and I saw her in Israel. She's a suit lady, but this is a real elegant suit. I still think this is easily qualifying, and I still advocate that this still is probably top 10 in the final. Yes, what did I say? Oh, she seemed really happy at the end. It was one of the few that actually they caught up with them the TikTok previews at the end of their performances, and she seemed really happy with her performance. And bless her, you do forget, don't you, that she said that she'll be singing and moving. You forget that even slow songs, they still have choreo, they still have movement. And she, bless her, she did say this will be the first time that she's singing and obviously needs to be conscious of her movement. I realised I didn't talk about Denmark. Denmark Pyro again, they were really interesting in the meet and greet. And we always know this, don't we, as Eurovision fans, that instruments aren't live. And they actually asked them that in the meet and greet. How do you feel just like coming on stage and just, you know, playing an instrument knowing that it's not going to obviously be transmitted at home? And they obviously were advocating that to some extent they need to make, they obviously said it's a shame, but they did acknowledge with 40 songs, if everyone is doing live instruments, the amount of effort that takes to set up, like, it's just not possible in a song show. It's just not possible, right? I didn't realise that they were live in Denmark, Dansk Melody Grand Prix. I didn't realise they were live then, so they said that they were live there. So, I mean, yeah, they had Pyro. I mean, I didn't see anything in addition to what we saw in Dansk Melody Grand Prix, but again, that song is all about them and female energy, really. So they don't really need kind of all singing, all dancing things going on behind them. Gnomes, unicorns, rainbows. And I didn't realise 2 of the members actually are from Malmö. So 2 of them are from Denmark, 2 of them from Sweden. And they came across really well in their meet and greet. So yeah, those are my thoughts. And again, I'm not really saying anything more than what people know. It's all out there, right? I'm not giving you any kind of inside information in regards to being in the online press centre. But I wanted to kind of do a little recap of my thoughts of today. So yeah, those are my thoughts. If you're still here at the end of the video and you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. Please do click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And yeah, until next time, stay safe.